Hello everyone, this is Grade 1, Module 6, Lesson 13 homework. The directions for 1 state, solve and show your work. So we have 9 questions here for 1. I'm going to do every other one. I'll be using number bonds for this, but if you want to use a different method that you have, go ahead and do that. So for this first one, I'm looking for the number that is in the ones place close to the next 10, and I see 6 is closer to 10 than 5. So how many more do I need to get to 30? Or to get to the next 10, I need 4. And I know that 4 and 11 make 15. So now I'm adding this. So 26 plus 4 to get 30, because that's these two right here. And then I still have an 11 left over, so I'm going to do 30 plus 11 to get 41, because 1 plus 0, and then I combine my tens of 1 10 and 3 tens to get 41, and I'll write that up here. You might have done a number bond a little differently. You might have broken apart 26 to get 5 and 5, but it's all based on what you want to do. So let's take a look over at C. C has, I'm looking at the ones place, I have an 8 and a 4. 8 is closer, and I only need 2 more to get to my 10. And I know 2 plus 52 get me 54. So I'm going to combine these two to get 28 plus 2, which will get me to my next 10 of 30. So I'm adding these. And then I'll take my 30, and I'm going to add it to this amount right here. And I know that there's nothing in the ones place to add to 2. And then I have 5 tens plus 3 tens to get me 8 tens. So I get 82. We'll go right here to E. And I'm at 9, and I only need 1 more to get to 10. And I know that 1 plus 22 will get me 23. So that's my number bond to show that 23 is equal to 1 as my part and 22 as my part. So part, whole. So now that I have this, I'm going to add those two, 69 plus 1, to get 70, because that's what I'm trying to get to, my next 10. And then I have 70 plus my remaining 22. And what I'll do with that is I know I have a 0 in the ones and a 2 in the ones. And then 2 tens plus 7 tens is 9 tens. So 92. 2 more. Again, I have a 9. So I'm going to take 1 from the 43. And I know 1 and 42 make 43. And I'm going to add 49 plus 1 to get me to my 50, because I want to get to my next 10. And then I'm going to take that 50 of these two right here that I combined, and I'm going to add it now to the 42. And again, I have nothing in the ones place for 50, so 2, nothing plus 2 is 2, and 4 tens plus 5 tens is 9 tens, or 90. So 92. And then the last one I'll do on this page is I, 68 plus 23. 68 is 2 away, so I'm going to take 2 from the 23, and I'm left with 21. So 2 plus 21 gets me my 23. That's where my number bond comes from. And I'll add that. 68 plus 2 will get me to my next 10 of 70. I'm going to take that 70, and now I got to add it to the 21. And really, I'm left with 1 in the ones, because 0 plus 1. And then 2 tens plus 7 tens is 9 tens, or 90. So 91. Let's go on to page 2. And we'll be using the same method there. And over here on page 2, The directions stay the same. Solve and show your work. So I'll do every other one for this one as well to help out. And I'll start with B. And we see that we have 38 plus 45. And again, I'm going to go with 8 because it's close to my next 10. I need 2 more. So I'm taking 2 from the 45, and I'm left with 43. And I know that 2 plus 43 will get me my 45. That's where my parts are coming from. So I add 38 plus 2, and I'm going to show that to get to my next 10 of 40. And I take that 40, and I'm going to add in the 43. And again, you're noticing that I'm always going to have a 0 plus something in the ones. And now I'll just add my tens. 4 tens plus 4 tens is 8 tens or 80. So I'm left with my answer of 83. D, 39 and 57. I'm going to take 1 from the 57 because I know 9 plus 1 will get me my next 10. If I take 1 from 57, I'm left with 56. And again, 1 plus 56 will get me my 57. So I add these first to get to my next 10 of 40. And I'll take that 40, and I'm going to add in the 56. And 0 ones plus 6 ones will get me 6 ones. And 5 tens plus 4 tens is 9 tens or 90, so I get 96. For F, I have 17 and 76. I'm looking at the 7. I need to get 3 from it. And I'm left with 73 there. Because 3 plus 73 will give me 76. And I want to add these two to get me to my next 10. 17 plus 3 is 20. And I'll take that 20, and I'm adding the 73 to it. And again, 0 ones and 3 ones is 3. 2 tens and 7 tens is 9 tens or 90. So my answer is 93. And the last one we're going to look at, let's go to I, because I want to go to the other side here for it. I'm looking at the 7 because there's a 4 here and a 7, and I know if I take 3, I can get to 10 quicker than if I look at the 4. That's just my look at it. So I know 11 plus 3 is 14. And I can do 67 plus 3 to get me to 70. And then I'll take that 70, and I'm going to add it to 11. 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 10 plus 7 tens is 8 tens or 80. So I get 81. Now, for that last problem, I could do it the other way. I could say I need 6. And if I take 6 away from that, I'm still left with 61. So 6 plus 61 is 67. I could then add these. So 14 plus 6 equals 20. And then I'll take my 20 and do 20 plus 61 to get 81. So it's still the same thing whether I take to get the 14 up to the next 10 or the 67 to the next 10. I always tend to go to the one that's closest to the next 10 with the 7, just because it seems a little easier for me, but it's telling you to solve and show your work, so you can use whatever work you want. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps, and good luck on the rest of your homework.